My name is IJ Warren and I give security advice and reviews for your everyday technology needs. Today, we're going to be covering a very different topic, cyber stalking. To start, I'll answer, what is cyber stalking? The Wiktionary definition of cyber stalking is the use of electronic communications or tracking technologies to stalk or harass another person. Nearly 4 out of 5 cyber stalking victims are women, and 87% of stalkers are men. And that is why I am bringing up this topic. In today's world, there are thousands of ways to stalk people online. Through social media, hacking phones, enabling tracking on your children's phones, setting up fake accounts, and many, many more ways. And the more involved you were with the stalker, the more information he or she has on you. As I'm going through this video, I'll be giving advice to men and women who have either dated their now stalker, who is now an ex, or have little known affiliation with their stalker. Before we begin, let me tell you my story when it comes to cyber stalking. And yes, men can be stalked too. Actually, I don't have a story. I've been stalked, but never cyber stalked. That I'm very thankful for. But I do have a story of a former coworker. Let's call him Luke, because that's his real name. Luke was engaged to be married at the regretful age of 19. Luke joined the military and realized his fiancée was not so sane. She quit her job several months before he graduated basic, which was far earlier than planned. She was spending all of his money while he was in tech school. She was letting herself go, and she kept upping the price of their wedding. There were also rumors that she was cheating. Finally, he tried confronting her on these things, and she went ballistic. She started signing up for his email and phone for a bunch of spam emails and spam bots. He confronted her, and they ended up breaking up. Then his bank account got locked because she intentionally tried putting in the wrong passwords. Oh, and she posted his phone number and contact for a Pontiac Fiero for sale, which, for those who are not auto enthusiasts, the Pontiac Fiero is a very high demand car in the South. So naturally, his phone was getting blasted with phone calls. While a lot of this could not have been prevented, the banking situation was really difficult for him to recover from because she had so much information on him. So the bank didn't trust that he was him, since they considered so much of his information compromised. I'll tell you how to prevent all of this and more. Now, let's go over the 8 things you can do to thwart a cyber stalker. First, let me start off by saying that if you feel that you are immediately threatened by a stalker and you feel you're in danger, please contact law enforcement. Today, hundreds of law enforcement agencies have a cybercrimes unit that can assist in investigating cybercrimes that you may be a victim to. If you don't live in one of those jurisdictions with a competent cyber investigations unit, contact your local women's shelter for further guidance. And as always, write your congressman or congresswoman to petition for change. Let them know that new and evolving threats need to be addressed now. The second thing you can do to thwart cyber stalkers is by setting your social media profiles to private and purging your friends list to only the friends and family members who you know. And if you know the stalker, this may also include unfriending friends of your stalker as well. This can be hard because in today's world, everyone is connected. And purging a list that gives you so much fulfillment can be a difficult task to perform. But your true friends will understand and will suggest for you to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Okay, maybe not, but please do. It helps my channel and the YouTube algorithm. Number 3, if you have recently gotten out of a relationship with your stalker, then buy a brand new phone with a new SIM card and a new memory card. All 3 parts of this are very important. New phone, new SIM card, and new memory card, if that applies. Myself and thousands of cybersecurity colleagues have all said this 1,000 times. Do not rely on factory resets to thwart your attacker. Things like rootkits, phone cloning, and user interface hacks can easily ignore factory reset attempts. Do not rely on factory resets. Consider the phone compromised and move on to the new one. It is not unheard of where a stalker will clone their victim's phone and replace their phone with one that has tracking malware on it. It can be very difficult to figure out if the stalker did this. It is usually cheaper to purchase a new phone than it is to hire someone to investigate if a crime had been committed. Personally, I think police departments should be able to support this free of charge, but as I've said, this is a new threat and many departments are limited with what they can legally perform. Also, make sure you replace your SIM card with a new one from your cell provider. You can keep the number, just get a refreshed SIM card in case the last one was compromised. This also goes for memory cards for you Android users. If you have a memory card with pictures on it, then upload those pictures to the cloud like Instagram, Dropbox, or your Gmail drive. Those providers do malware checks when you upload pictures. I recommend this because your stalker could have swapped memory cards as well, with malware that automatically downloads onto your new phone. Fourth, change all of your passwords and security questions and enable two-factor authentication for all of your online accounts. This is especially important for accounts like banking, websites, investments, utilities, social media, and online stores like Amazon, eBay, or Target. My bank allows for a secret phrase to be used for all phone calls. If you're unsure what your options are, contact the company or look at their online forums. Most of these companies have great online support communities because the less of a headache that you have with your accounts, the fewer phone calls they get from their customers. Also, if you have a shared Google or Apple account, get a new one. Method number 5. If you have children with this stalker and they have cell phones, turn location services off. Over and over and over and over again, I hear about mothers who have no idea how their stalker, ex-husband, or ex-boyfriend found out where they are. They follow everything as advertised and still get cyberstalked. If their children has a cell phone, the answer is yes. I ask, who gave them that cell phone? And the answer is their father. Oh, and then it clicks. Number 6, if your stalker keeps creating fake accounts and sending you friend requests and denying them won't stop them, then it may be wise to accept one of the requests, but with a public account of yours. That's right, accept their fake account requests by setting up your own fake account. They'll never see it coming. Just keep it locked down, upload once a month, and be done. Don't let that person be able to post or comment on this account either. I recommend this because in the book The Gift of Fear by Gavin D. Becker, he recommends keeping an old phone number online just for your stalker, rather than always changing phone numbers. The reason why is because if you keep changing your phone number, then they keep finding ways to find that new number. But if you keep an old number that they have and have that go straight to voicemail, then the stalker never tries to find your new phone number. Even if they do find out you have another number, they keep calling the old one. Gavin D. Becker believes that it has to do with having an exclusive way to contact their victim, but I think it has more to do with laziness. Stalkers are inherently lazy. They see it as mission accomplished, so why keep marching? The same thing happens on social media. If you keep denying their requests, they keep creating new accounts and sending new requests. But if you accept one, then they stop creating new accounts. And if you create a second account and migrate all of your friends there, then they'll stay on your fake account, even if they know you have a new one. Number 7, Google your phone number and name, plus your address and your name. This is known as Google hacking. But figure out who has your address and phone number online and work with the appropriate agencies to get those unlisted. And finally, number 8, find a support group online. Online groups will always have the latest tips and tricks to thwart your stalker. They have stories that make your stalker sound sane, and you have stories that will benefit them. Sharing your experiences and knowing you have a place to turn to is far better than finding the latest tips from some guy on YouTube. I mean, seriously, what credentials do I have? Just kidding. I actually have real credentials. Seriously. If you liked this, do hit the like button and subscribe button. I upload every week giving security advice on the latest technology products. If you have any suggestions or have any stories of your own from cyber stalking, please put them down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.